welcome to KidStuf. Glad that you guys are all here today. Now, if this is your first time here, you guys are definitely going to be in for a ride because we believe that learning should be fun. So this is where parents bring their kids to learn about virtues. Bryce? Well, you know, I was going to let my co-host Bryce talk to you guys about what a virtue is, but he likes to apply himself to too many things, and he's never here on time. So a virtue is something that reflects God, and it's something that God does inside of us to help us change the world around us. And this month's virtue is going to be definitely unique. Are you guys ready to say it with me? Yeah? Okay, let's start drumming on our legs. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Individuality is discovering who you are meant to be. That was great. Now just those who think that they are really different from anyone else. Say it with me. Individuality is discovering who you are meant to be. That's great. Now that should have been all of you because God didn't create anyone else just like you. He created us in His image, but He created us in our own unique way so that we can be different and share that with others.
I am mad! I am mad! I am mad!
Bryce, what's going on?
I am mad! I am mad! We are
I can tell. What's wrong?
Well, I am mad, and we are mad, and I can tell that you're mad because it's too cold in here.
I'm mad too.
I'm mad, and you're mad because your shoes are too small, and you're mad. Well, you're mad because people like basketball too much. Well, you're mad because you said you were mad. Come on, we are mad. We are mad. We are mad.
Bryce, I get that you're mad, but this is not the time nor the place.
Hey, Chad, being mad is an important part of who we are.
Okay.
How do you feel when you can't find a parking spot at church? Mad! When you get Cheerios instead of goldfish? Mad! Mad! When the barista forgets your whipped cream? Mad! When your puppy piddles on the porch? Mad! When your cell phone runs out of battery? Mad!
When someone drinks your coffee, mad!
When your socks get wet, mad! All together, we are mad! We are mad! We are mad!
Chill out, okay?
We are mad! I can tell you're mad too!
I'm not mad, I'm just...
Shut up with us, Chad! We are mad! We are mad! We are mad! It's okay, Chad, let it out!
Bryce.
We are mad! We are mad!
Wait.
Now I'm really mad!
Listen, it's okay to be mad, but it's not okay to let KidStuf be your personal therapy session.
This is not about me, Chad. It's about all of us. It's about individuality. It's about how God mad us.
God mad us?
God mad you, God mad me, God mad all of us. We are mad.
Wait. First of all, that's terrible grammar.
Don't say anything mean about my grandma. She made the best cookies ever.
And second, it's not mad, it's made.
That's what I said. My grandma made the best cookies ever.
Right, it's made. Okay, God made us. M-A-D-E. Made. God made us each unique.
And mad!
No, not mad. We are not mad, guys, okay? God made us each unique so that we can do wonderful things for those around us in our own special way.
All right. All together. We are made. We are made. We are made. We are made. We are made.
I've got nothing, guys. I'm going to see what's going on in the clubhouse.
Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and citizens of the entire metro area. Thanks for joining us once again for the final amazing episode of the all-county public access channel Spring Break Bake Off. And if you think that was easy to say, you are so wrong. I'm your host, Zeke Sheffield III, and I'll be bringing you the wildest, craziest, most competitive baking challenge since some kind of wild and crazy baking thingy. Anyway, please join me in welcoming our two finalists. Our finalists have each gone through weeks of grueling preparation and endless hours over a hot oven. And they've researched hundreds of recipes looking for just the right one. Can you please state your name for all the fans out there?
Hi, I'm Cammie. I know a lot of the people out here know me from the fashion world. I am coming out with a new line of aprons to go with any occasion that should ever arise. Like this event where I'll bring out the accents of my fashionable apron to baking a triple layer coconut cake. Pineapple and chocolate drizzle.
That's great, but
Oh, and these aprons, they're also available online at CammieOSensationalCreative.com. So for only $233.99, you too can own a Cammie original.
yes, thank you, Cammie. Now, Mrs. F, please state your name and tell us how you came up with your recipe.
I'm Gloria Finkelhofer. And after you told me you needed somebody that knew how to bake on your show, then I just knew that my Aunt Lavidia's fruit basket cake was the one I should make. Oh, and I'm so proud of you. Oh, how many people do you think are watching this show?
All of them? Moving right along, each contestant will only have a short amount of time to assemble their ingredients. Then we'll put them in a baking pan and let them bake in our professional ovens.
Oh, yes, and I cleaned those ovens and I heated up the house for hours.
And our three judges will then give me the envelopes announcing the winner of the all-county public access channel Spring Break Bake Off. No, Gorda, don't play that now. I know I said, just don't.
It's okay, honey. He loves that song.
Contestants, at your places. On your marks, get set, bake.
Good luck, Cammie.
Don't try to butter me up. You're going down.
What? I mean, your apron is so shiny and pretty.
You heard me, sister. It is on. It's all about the trophy. I am in competition mode.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll get to it.
It looks like the tension is building and we've just started. These two rivals are coming to claim their cake credibility with their culinary creations.
Eggs. I said eggs. I said I needed eggs, plural, and I got 2. My recipe calls for 3. What kind of monster, what kind of idiot did they send out to get groceries? Who would only buy 2 eggs if it says eggs? Eggs, plural. The recipe calls for 3.
Well, here, I've got extra. You can have one.
They gave you my eggs?
Well, no, I asked for a half dozen and they just put in a couple extra. Here, you can have one. Thank you. You're welcome.
Wow, that was amazing. Two chefs sharing to complete their dishes.
Oh, you know what? He does such a good job, don't you think? I can't wait to talk to his mother. She'll be so proud.
Oh, my hand is cramping.
Oh, just relax. It's okay. Just relax.
Ouch! I can't relax. It says beat the eggs until they reach a stiff heat.
all of the bowl and just go round and round, and it'll work. Here, I'll show you. So you go like this. You just kind of go like this. No problem. Okay.
Great, great. Then I can go ahead and put in all of the dry ingredients. Okay. I just want to stop there so I can just press these in.
You see how it's coming up? The eggs are getting all slimy. Wait, what are you doing? You can't put this in all at once because it'll get all lumpy.
What?
Yes, you have to add a little bit at a time instead of dumping it all in at once, because then if you dump it all in at once, it will get lumpy.
You expect me to measure, dump, and stir at the same time?
Well, I'm right here. We can do it together.
Okay.
See how it goes? Oh, all right. You've got enough here for a good recipe. I'll just be helping you here, okay?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Just look at that. In all the years of the All-County Public Access Channel Spring Break Bake-Off, we haven't had a scene like this. Well, it is our first year, so it really wouldn't be possible. But even if we'd ever done this before, I'm sure this has never been done before. Because it hasn't.
Well,
Ever. Uh-oh, you know what that means.
no, I don't. No, I don't. What does it mean? What do you know what it means?
I do. It means our two finalists only have 30 seconds left to assemble their ingredients, and then it's off to our professional ovens.
30 seconds! I haven't even started my cake. Oh gosh. Oh, here, I'm gonna have to hurry. Okay. Oh, a little bit more than that. Gosh. Oh, okay.
Okay, audience, count it down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time's up! Contestants, put your ingredients down. We are headed to the professional kitchen to prepare these cakes while the judges take their notes. We'll be right back on the All-County Public Access Channel Spring Break Bake-Off.
Well, hey, and welcome to the part of the show, Rapid Response, where I get to do something unique and fun every single time, which was not hanging out. But we'll do something unique because that's the way God made me. And it's just not about me, but like God made me to be funny and handsome, but He made you to be unique as well. So, that's why today we get to play a game. Awesome Human Tricks! Awesome Human Tricks! Woo! As you know, I often ask for a volunteer. Are there any? Okay, well today, everybody gets to play. So everybody stand up! So here's how it works. I am going to say some really awesome, unique tricks. And if that's something you have or can do, you get to stand. If it's not, I want you to sit down. Do you understand? Yeah. Last person standing wins a fabulous prize. So here we go. I can stand on one leg. All right. I can cross my eyes. Remember, if you can't do that, you have to sit down. We still love you, though. I can whistle. I have detached earlobes. What? Are your earlobes detached or are they detached? It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it does. I can roll my tongue. Can you roll your tongue? I can flare my nostrils. Flare your nostrils. Can you make your nostrils big? Nope. I have blue eyes. If you're already sitting down, you have to stay sitting down. I'm sorry if I got to sit down. So if you don't have blue eyes, only people with blue eyes should be standing up. I am wearing a plaid shirt today. Yep, I've got 3. I am a girl. Charlotte, you were the winner. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jen, and I gotta get this really heavy thing over here. This is my favorite time. I know I say that to you every month, but this is my favorite time of the morning because what do we get to do when I'm up here? Do you remember? What do we do? Yeah, I think you all said it. We get to dig into the Bible to find out what God has to say about our virtue. Now, who remembers what our virtue is? Who remembers? We've talked about it. What's our virtue? What? Individuality. Okay, so today's story is really cool because it's about a kid. We have kids here, right? I mean, a lot of times the stories we tell are about grown-ups from the Bible, but this is about a kid or about a person who was a teenager when this story started. So you guys are really going to love the story about Timothy. Anybody? Does that sound familiar? Is that a name that you've heard of from the Bible? Timothy was a really good friend of the Apostle Paul. And in honor of Timothy, I am going to need 7 kid volunteers. Kids, we never get to use kids, do we? Okay, oh my gosh, there are so many kids with their hands raised. Okay, I need you. Stand right here. I need you. Stand right here. I need some boys. I'll take 1, 2, 3. Yep, come on up. Come on up. Right, yep, right over here by the girls. Let's see, how are the numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 2 more. I need 2 more. Can you come up and help me? All right, go up there and stand by the boys. You steal the show. All right. Yep, that's right. Come on up. Come on. Here. Okay. You know what? Yeah, you stand up here too. Okay, so let's see. Let's put you here on the end. I know, we got it. This is not a lesson on counting, okay? So let's see here. Let's take a look. I'm gonna put a sign around your neck, and all you have to do is just stand there so everybody can see it, okay? Now, I don't want you to think. I don't want anybody to think here that what's written on these signs are specifically about, sorry, those ears. Everybody's ears keep getting in the way. Lisa's wearing big earrings like this. You should have seen me trying to put them on. Now, what's written on these signs is not necessarily about each individual kid. Can you help me out there? I can't see. Okay. All right. So this doesn't necessarily describe the kids who are wearing the signs, but as kids, these are sometimes things that people say, right? Have you ever heard somebody say, he's not focused enough to do that job, or she's too young, she doesn't have enough experience, she can't do that yet, or you know what, he's probably not strong enough to be able to do that. Sometimes people say things like that about kids, don't they? Well, let me tell you, the story, right, exactly, but the story of Timothy is going to blow all of this out of the water. So, Timothy, I've got to get my Bible over here. When Timothy was a really young man, Paul and Barnabas came into the town where he was living, and they were teaching everybody about Jesus, and they were performing miracles. And not long mother and his grandmother all started to believe in Jesus. I need you to keep that down like that. You're doing a great job. They all started to believe in Jesus. And even though Timothy was really young, he was so anxious to learn and to study about Jesus, he even taught people what the scriptures really had to say. So, when Paul came back into his town a little bit later, what do you think those believers in that town said to Paul about Timothy? Do you think?
They probably didn't even like look at their muscles or like what I said. They probably didn't even think about like what they said, like their individuality.
You know what they said? They were so quick to tell Paul how great Timothy had done and how eager he was to learn and share that news with everybody else. And so, Paul invited Timothy to join him when he went into other cities and towns to tell the word, to teach the word of Jesus. In fact, it didn't stop there. Paul trusted Timothy so much that he started to send him into cities to work with churches all by himself. He sent him to Corinth, and he sent him to Ephesus, even though the leaders there of the church were a whole lot older than Timothy was. But Paul believed that he could do it, and he sent Timothy. Now, there's a note that Paul wrote to Timothy when he was dealing with some kind of extra tough stuff while he was in Ephesus. And I wonder, could you read that for us? I've already got the place marked here, so you can. I just want you to read this from here to here, right? And read really loud for them.
Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, set, and example for the leaders in what you say and how you believe. Also set an example in how you love and in what you believe. Show the leaders how to lead the church.
Yeah. Thank you for reading that. Now, here's what's really, really cool. I'm going to put my Bible over here. Here's what's really cool. Paul knew that through Jesus, Timothy could set an example for older adults. He knew that Timothy didn't have to wait until later to do what he needed to do. Even at his young age, Timothy could still do really great things. And no matter what anyone says, kids, you can too. You don't have to wait. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Here's what God says about you. You're ready. God says you're called.
I don't get that. Like, what does it mean?
It means He's got a plan.
Oh.
He's got a plan for you.
Yeah.
It means you're chosen. God says, even with that wiggly tooth, you are just right. You have unique talents. You have creative ideas. And you, bud, you were created in the image of God. That's what we need to believe. You don't have to wait until later to make a difference in the world. You may have to study and practice and work on your skills, but you can do that along the way while you're out there making a difference. Your age just doesn't matter. Let's give these volunteers virtue with me again. Can we put it up there? The virtue is individuality, discovering who you are meant to be. So let's pray. Can we pray? Dear Heavenly Father, right now. To know that we don't have to wait, that you have a plan for us, that there's things that you want us to do, God, that we do not have to wait. And if the world says, no, not yet, you can't, God, you're telling us that we are ready and we are chosen. Thank you, God, for that truth.
Whoa, we are back and fashionista Baker Cammy. Wow, that looks amazing. Can you tell us any tips that will help all the aspiring bakers out there?
Of course I can. It's important to make sure you have all of your ingredients assembled so that you don't get started and find out you don't have enough. And it's also very important that you mix your ingredients slowly and carefully so you don't get a lumpy batter, so that your cake turns out really, really good.
Sorry, it said eggs.
Zip it.
All right, Cammy. Please take your place at the judging table.
You went ahead and put it here for me?
Not so fast. Let's meet our other finalist, Mrs. F. She's always had a great reputation for her beautiful culinary creations. Mrs. F., your baking expertise is well known from far and... Wow. What is that?
My cake.
Hit by an orange asteroid? Is that eggshell?
It adds extra crunch.
Okay, just stand over there with your thing. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, the results from our judges. May I have the envelope, please?
Seriously, we have to go through this? It was nice meeting you.
Thank you, Mrs. Testarossa, Mrs. Crinklestein, and Mr. Ballard. Ladies, are you ready?
Oh yes! Can we just give her the trophy already?
It was unanimous. The judges all commented on the winner's presentation, style,
Oh,
and the attitude of heartfelt kindness.
wait, what?
They said we wanted the first winner of the All-County Public Access Channel Spring Break Bake Off to be an individual who is wonderful on the inside and not just another pretty cake. Mrs. F., you are the winner.
What?
Here's your trophy.
But my cake is a wreck. No, Mrs. F., I was the wreck. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I think it was just the lights and cameras. It just brought out the crazy catwalk competitor in me.
Oh, I've got to write that down.
Mrs. F., can you forgive me?
Oh, of course, Cammy. I know how you get, and all of this hoopla just made you nervous. Well, you should have seen my first cake. Kind of like this one, actually.
Well, maybe it's still good on the inside.
Oh, no, don't.
Okay, yeah, maybe you're right. You know what? Maybe you can share mine.
Oh, it looks